Peace, 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 peace.
Peace, love, and light.
We go give a minute for a few, for you all to come in here before we share this testimony with you all. Want to make sure y'all can hear us good too. So when you get on here, if you can't hear us or any issues, just let us know. 4 people in here already. That's the magic number. Look, there we go. So we finna go ahead and get started. I didn't see the number 4 and I'm done. We got to get started now. 5 people. Okay. Gratitude to everybody who's in here with us. Thank you so much. It is a divine appointment right now set for everyone who is watching this, listening to this right now. We're on our way back. We're going to try to make this quick, but we don't know where the spirit going to take us, so let's just go where it wants us to go, right? We're on our way from Clearwater, Florida, and we're headed back home to Memphis, Tennessee. And while we've been on the road, when I tell you we have seen 144, 444, 44, 404, 1111, 111, 555, 888. We done seen it so many times from so many different places, not just tags. I mean, places y'all wouldn't even believe. We have seen numbers. The gas station changed the price of the gas to be a synchronicity number, only to change seconds later. Like if you're going 80 miles per hour on a highway and everybody in the car happened to catch those things. For those of you who may be still kind of on the fence with this number synchronicity thing, and you don't quite understand how powerful that is, and that is the answer to all of your problems. Did y'all hear that? Synchronicities, numbers, patterns, symbols, dreams are the answer to every single problem plaguing all of us right now. And the reason that I'm saying this is because before you manifest it in a physical form, right, you literally decided to be here. You accepted the mission to be here. Whatever obstacles you have experienced in your life, you had already accepted that mission to come here in this time. Not one of us is here by coincidence or happenstance.
Facts.
It was that divine. It was a divine appointment to exist in the time, in the age right now that you are in. And so these numbers act as a spiritual alarm clock to get your attention so that you can begin fulfilling your purpose and your mission and able to become the person that deep down in your heart you see yourself being and you desire to be.
That's right.
But you don't know how to get there. You don't quite know how to make it happen, And it's so many people on YouTube. It's so much information available. It's so many people telling you how to do it and how to activate your kundalini, how to decalcify your third eye, how to meditate, how to figure out what is your purpose in life. What are you passionate about? How to remove blockages that's preventing abundance and keeping you in lack. It's so many people doing this now. You really don't know where to look to and who you can trust and what information you can use is going to be beneficial for you. And so with that being said, seeing these numbers, it acts as an alarm clock for the spirit of yourself, for the soul of yourself to get your attention. And it's just like when you got to go to work or take the kids to school, whatever it is you do, without that alarm clock, a lot of times you will not ever reach that destination at the proper time. And it's the exact same way in the spiritual realm, where when you see these numbers, it is an alarm clock to wake you up, assist you to arrive to the destination at the right moment in which you had already agreed to before you incarnated into physical form. And so I want to start off by saying gratitude. We want to give gratitude to Sri Master Gano Grills. We want to give gratitude to Shango because we were literally sitting here reading some of their content, We were considering going to the event he's having in Miami, Florida coming up. And right as we were talking about all of that, right, we began seeing these numbers, and it was just confirmation. It was letting us know, okay, this is a conversation you need to be having right now. It was the universe letting us know you are absolutely correct. You will not be in lack financially, and you will be able to go and be in person with these people who have this mission, and it is going to activate you. It is going to allow you to fulfill your life's purpose, the passion. And so that's what it was active for us. So after it happens 8, 9, 10 times within a 20-minute period, you have to be like, whoa. And so when you have this happen to you, get excited about it. It's okay to be excited about it. Matter of fact, it's not just okay, but that's how you're going to help yourself to get more solutions and light codes and answers to some of the problems and things going on in your life, right? And so these numbers act as a GPS system as well, okay? And so this is how you get guidance, right? These are your like signs on the highway. This is how we know how far we are from our destination. This is how we know, okay, this is a good area to stop and take a break in. This is a good area to stop and get some nourishment because we're hungry or we need something to drink. And so spiritually, going through becoming the spiritual person that you're supposed to be, it's the exact same way. There are some moments where you just got to stop and just get nourishment. There are some moments where you just got to stop and consume water so that your spiritual body can do what it needs to do. And there are some moments where you're like, no, I need to hit the gas and we just need to push through so we can get to where we need to be on time. And so these things act as a GPS system, direction to help you get to your destination. And so this is huge to share this with you all. I hope this is resonating with some of you all and you feel this. I see some of y'all in here. And I'm going to tell you one thing I learned from Sri Master Gano Grills, and one thing we've learned from Shango. And we'll give a little bit more information about Shango later, because this is new for us, right? We don't really understand the pantheon and the spiritual deity and that energy of Shango. But I want to shout out some people, because when I'm on their videos, when they go live, it just make me feel some kind of way for them to acknowledge me and to say my name and say hello. It's just something about that acknowledgement that's just so nourishing to me, and it makes me feel like finally, man, I'm finally on the right path. I finally feel like I got a lighthouse to guide me through this storm out here in this deep water, where I really don't even know what to do and what direction to go in. And I don't even know where this direction is taking me, because there is no lighthouse and it's dark and I'm out here in a storm on this water. And so let me shout out some people before we go any further. Okay. Peace, Mr. Van Clap. What's up, bro? Oh my goodness. You don't know how it make me feel to see you on our live right now. That's Mr. Van Clap, the one from Memphis. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Y'all need to check out Mr. Van Clap channel. That's a new brother we done found, a new soul family member. And we happen to be based in the same place. So that's got to mean something that's going to change time and space. See, he write and do music, and we do too. We kind of been keeping it secret and hush-hush, but both of us been doing music for a very long time. And so, Mr. Van Clap, man, love to you, brother. I know we got a divine appointment with you. I still don't know what we're supposed to do, but I told you it's coming. It is coming. It is coming. Yeah. Yes, it is. Shout out to Chase. What's up, Chase? Seeing 555 earlier today. Oh wow. He says, and this video pops up. I can hear you well. That's what's up, Chase. Shout out to you, Chase, man. Peace to you, power to you. Mr. Van Clap, he said he just saw 444 today, right before the video popped up. Look at that. See what I'm talking about? This is activation. This is a solution to every situation right now, this moment right here. You don't have to look that hard. All you have to do is be in the moment, be present, and give gratitude. It don't matter how little it looks. Give gratitude. When you see them numbers, just stop and give gratitude. Like, you know what? I'm grateful. It don't matter what's going on right now. Somebody might have just tore your car up, and you're sitting there, ain't nobody hurt though, and you see 444, just like, you know what, I'm grateful. I'm frustrated right now. My neck hurting a little bit, but you know what, I'm grateful. Thank you. We okay. Nobody lost their life, and this car can be replaced. I'm grateful. So every single time you see a number synchronicity or anything that means something to you, stop and give gratitude. I don't care what's going on, where you at. You can say it out loud if you want to. If you're not that liberated to that point yet, and you don't want people to think you have schizophrenia, that's okay too. But I would highly recommend just you get yourself to the point, where you just get exactly.
I mean, if you constantly seeing the synchronicities, just stay in that zone of gratitude. There ain't no reason to come out. That's everything to be grateful for.
That's right. And don't be worried about what nobody think about you. That's okay. That's all right. That's their spiritual path. That's where they are. So it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just been making myself say it out loud. Man, I'm grateful, great. It don't matter where I'm at. That's just to get me out of the matrix, the programming, where I don't do things because it's awkward, it's different, it's unique. Oh, I don't want to rock the boat. Oh my goodness, I don't want people to think I'm crazy. You know, forget that. It's time for us to be liberated so that we can be authentic to who we are and what we're supposed to be doing. Because that stuff is keeping us in bondage, people.
That's right.
Okay, let's see. Who else can we acknowledge? Oh, Mr. Bandclap said, yo, in Orlando. Oh, look at that.
He's in Orlando.
Yeah, Mr. Bandclap. See what I'm talking about? We literally just left Clearwater and Tampa, and now you talking about you're in Orlando.
Yeah.
We're going to have a conversation, bro. Because I see now we're going to be traveling a lot, and we're going to be having to go to Florida a lot. Maybe that's a conversation we need to have with you as well. Yeah. You got our email too, Mr. Bandclap. So remnantsgathering@gmail.com. Maybe we can set up a quick little convo or something, and we can start kind of figuring out what it is, where our souls are connected, and what it is we need to do moving forward. So that's what's up. It's no coincidence that we based in the same place, and then we seeing the same numbers, and then we coming from the same state, and it's not even our home. That's just too much to be a coincidence. Ain't no coincidence. Everything's divinely planned. Lucretia Taylor, peace and love to you, Lucretia. She said she's been seeing 444 and 5555 a whole lot.
Okay.
That's what's up. Look at that. That's amazing. Hey Terica. Hey fam, Miss Terica. YouTube made me change my name, laugh out loud. Hey Terica. It's so good to see you. That's okay. You know what? It's divine that your name was changed, because we're being forced to change our names too. So that's okay. That just shows growth, and sometimes it's got to manifest through some other way. So maybe you need a YouTube to give you a little nudge, so you are going to recreate who you are as you're growing in your identity. So that's cool. Man, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. Who else we got on here? Yeah. Reverend Deborah Salter. Yes, peace to you. She says all weekend. Yes. Yes. We are in agreement with you, Deborah. Thank you for being on here with us. We got, who else in here? Yanisi1. She's like, me too. That's all you need to say. No, she says 11 people watching. See, there we go. It's just gonna keep happening. It's just gonna keep happening. The more you acknowledge that it's happening, the more you speed up how often it happens. So that means the more assistance you begin getting on your path to let you know when you're going in the right direction and when you're not. So that's why it's important to acknowledge when it happens and be grateful. And we got our kids in the car with us too, people, and so we've been taking this 12 hours on the road, using it to just help them see too. And so they're getting to see the conversation and the chat we're having with you all now, and that's just so beautiful, because they're getting something we didn't get to get, right? And so we just want to let you all know that you are a part of our family, so much so that we're comfortable going live with y'all, with our children, you know, like that's how much we recognize that this is a family situation. It's a family affair. Okay, namaste from Lisa. Hey Lisa, peace to you. Thank you so much for joining us in here. Lucretia says, I've been seeing versions of my twin flame. Wow. She says, it's crazy how the resemblance is so close. That's great. We have so much twin flame stuff coming for y'all. Like y'all just keep sending us love, light, and energy, because we do have a lot of obstacles that we're having to overcome in the process of doing these things. But know that every single day we're collecting information, we're researching, we're studying, we're taking notes, we're recording voice memos, like everything we're building so that we can give that to you all. and we're not holding nothing back. So when it comes to that twin flame thing, just know, y'all, some great things coming, because we realized when me and Ernest were put together that one of the first things we realized was we were supposed to use our relationship to activate other people's ability to manifest their twin flame / soulmate. We act as that activation couple. And so, yeah, so that's huge. And we believe, even though we haven't presented the information in full that we're still putting together for you all, we believe that it's already happening. So that's why we make sure we post the pictures. You know, pictures are worth 1,000 words, and we speak the power of life and death in the tongue. And so in that one image of seeing us together, if you all are desiring to be with your soulmate, or maybe you lost your soulmate, whatever it may be, we're keeping ourselves at a vibration where we can be that point of contact, so that you all can experience this, because it's the most beautiful thing in the world. And I want to say, in order, everybody's talking about the 144,000, and that kind of goes back to the number synchronicities as well. We haven't found anyone else to confirm this, but one of the main light codes we got regarding that is that there are 72,000 circuits in the body of a man, and it's 72,000 circuits in the body of a woman. And when you put 72 and 72 together, you get 144. So that's the 144,000. That is the coming together of the masculine and the feminine energy. That's what the whole Ankh represents. It's the feminine and the masculine and the offspring thereof, the life thereof. And there's power in that. And so I just want you all to know that if you're dealing with loneliness right now, or if maybe you just divorced and you're like, I just knew I was finna, you know, be in a situation, don't worry about none of that. You just stay focused on the intent of your heart, manifestation. And in the age of Aquarius, it's not about believing anymore, it's about knowing. And if that is a desire of your heart, like it was for us, know that every single day is leading you closer to that, and don't let nothing rock that boat, and it will happen. Okay, let's see, did I leave anybody out? We got MGG89. She's like, I feel you. Thank you so much for being in here with us.
Thank you.
Yes. Mr. Band Club 901 represent. Hey, you just made me think about something. I've been on that 901 gods for a minute. You know, Memphis is an Egyptian city. We got the pyramid, the 901 gods. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spit that out and put that in the atmosphere now that you said that. 901 gods. Yeah, something special happening with Memphis right now. Mr. Band Club like, laugh out loud, I'm ready. you know what you sound like, you ready too. That's all you had to say. Let's see, is anybody else? Policy. Thank you, Policy, for joining us. She said, I've seen numbers every day for a year and a half. 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, 211, 311, 411, 511, 611, 711, 811, 911. That is huge. She says now she's seeing eights. That's beautiful. You know, eight is a number that represents new beginnings as well. And so, yeah, and it's infinite. And so when me and Ernest first got together, I can remember we kept saying eights. And so that is a really great thing for you to acknowledge that you're saying that. That's huge. Yeah, and Yanis once said 144 crystals in our body. Exactly. I was going to mention that. Yeah. So even for the people, maybe you're not in a situation with a twin flame or your soulmate, know that the 144 crystals inside of you, and it's actually 144,000 crystals inside of you. And I think we're going to have more because our bodies are becoming crystal bodies. We're going through, this is why we can't eat the stuff we used to eat anymore. Now all of a sudden it make your stomach hurt and it make your head hurt, and you used to could drink a milkshake and be fine, and now all of a sudden you get a headache when you do it. This is why, because our bodies are evolving for those of us who are on this spiritual journey. And so your body is not going to tolerate anything that's toxic to it or that's going to go against what your heart truly desires. And if it has to make you feel sick to show you that, that's why that's happening. So I want to make sure I threw that in there.
And as you coming into consciousness, it goes to a whole nother level, because you then have to learn how to know what your blood type is, your genotype, your secretion levels, and to understand what the body will accept and what the body will reject. And so it goes so deep. But as you continue to become conscious of what you are eating, source will begin to direct you into that light. So y'all, it's a beautiful day to be living in. Yes, our light body is activating.
it's just so beautiful to know. With anything that is great and amazing like that comes great responsibility. And one of the things we're dealing with right now is frustration, because it's getting harder for us to find things to eat. When we go out, it's not as simple when we get a menu anymore. Most of the time we look around and people are eating things we know we can't have anymore. And it's just frustrating to see that the world is so difficult for people like us who are going through this ascension to have what we need. And so we're working on dealing with that. We're working on finding ways to resolve that, and we're going to be sharing that with you all as we continue to go forward too, as we find solutions and answers. And so I wanted to say, one of the main reasons we jumped on here, check out Sri Master Gano Grills. Please check out his channel. Check out Shango Ray. It's spelled R-E-I. Check out his channel. Now I know for some of you this might be a little bit out of your comfort zone, right? But you need people to push you out of your comfort zone so that you can break the patterns that are keeping you in bondage. So that's a great thing. You don't want comfort. That's the issue.
And I'm gonna say this true testimony. We're gonna share this too in time. But the same way that you have to deal with adversity and you deal with sometimes tragedies. You know how sometimes adversity and tragedies can pull the best out of you. It can cause you to realize that you're stronger than what you think you are. It's a time of trial that you go through that only pulls the best out of you, and it comes to make you stronger. In regards to dealing with things that you're uncomfortable with and not used to, sometimes situations will arise that will cause you to come out of that comfort zone, come out of what's familiar, in order for you to accept that which you need to accept to move you into a deeper understanding or a higher level of consciousness. Yeah, it's so necessary, y'all. If you missed the video, I did a video called Pain and Suffering and How It's Necessary for Spiritual Ascension. Make sure you go check that out. And let me say this, y'all. The only reason we were in Clearwater, Florida, is because all of a sudden, I know a lot of you all know I have sickle cell anemia, but I have a whole lot of other things going on too. And the only reason why we ended up there is because I went and got a lot of major dental work done, because my teeth have literally just been getting cavities. Like, it seemed like overnight sometimes. And I'm like, what's going on? And so I spent a whole lot of money getting work done in Memphis, only to do research and find out that there were very dangerous things lurking in a lot of the ways dentists, what they're using and what they practice. And so it was through pain and suffering, bleeding, swelling of the gums, horrible allergic reactions. My throat swelled up and I couldn't breathe. Just teeth hurting every single day. And I know y'all can relate to what a toothache feels like, but every single tooth in my mouth has been hurting me every day. I don't get a break from it. And it was through all of that and many nights of being up all night long because the pain wouldn't let me sleep. And I found a dentist by the name of Dr. Behm, B-E-H-M, and he's in Clearwater, Florida. And I just kept binge watching his videos and reading his material. And I came to the conclusion, this is what I need, because I felt the dental work that I was getting was poisoning my body. And I felt like if I didn't do something about it, I was going to die prematurely. And I was so sure it is, but I was like, how are we going to get the money to be able to pick up our whole family, go to Clearwater, Florida, just to see a dentist on a hoping that he would have answers. I wasn't sure, I was hoping. And so after you've saw 5, 6 different dentists and it's still not working out for you, it takes a whole lot of faith to see the 7th one that's always 12-hour drive away. And so financially, I didn't know how we were going to do it. Physically, I didn't know how we were going to do it. And so we just did it. We meditated. We did a couple of Psalms 27. If you're having issues with abundance, financial abundance and lack, Psalms 27 is what we use. And Shango Ray was one of the people who mentioned this to us. You read Psalms 27, take a dollar bill. It might be the only dollar you have. And some of you might be like, I don't even have a dollar right now.
you can draw a dollar bill and it's gonna work just the same, because it's all about the intention. It's not always about the material, but the intention and your heart being set on what it is you want to manifest from it. We read Psalms 27. We roll Psalms 27 toward us. You just take it and roll it up towards you. That's when you want to open up the currency of abundance to flow to you. And we read this, and if you all study scripture like we did, you know, we did that for many years, and that was all that we did. That was the only spirituality we knew for a very long time. We were comfortable with doing that. That didn't seem so, you know, out of our realm of what we were comfortable with. So we were like, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. And so this was the second time we did this particular money abundance manifestation. And I did it just having faith. I just knew that it was going to allow us to take this trip. And when I tell y'all, right after I did it, because in Psalms 27, you're basically telling the Creator to try your heart. You're telling him to try my heart. See that my intentions are pure. See that I operate in love, basically. Try me. I'm putting myself before the Creator to try me. That's what Psalms 27 is all about. And so as you're doing that, it just puts you in a very vulnerable state where you're forced to look at yourself, maybe in ways you don't want to. And whenever you communicate something out loud like that, know that you're going to be tried. And you're going to see your real self. You're going to see the good and the bad. And you're going to get guidance on how to work on it. And so it's not just abundance for money. It's abundance in many ways. And so shout out to Shango Ray for that, man. That was a huge blessing for us. So right after I did that, I got a phone call to do a young lady's makeup. And I was paid 30% more than what I charge. And it was so crazy. I didn't even notice until I left and got in the car. And when I counted the money, and I texted her back, and I was like, I think I owe you some change. You may have mistakenly gave me too much money. And it was like, no, you deserve that. I felt like it was almost as if to say, what you're charging, that's not even enough for what you did for us. And they actually cried when they saw their daughter. Tears came to their eyes when they saw her, and I did her makeup for her sweet 16. So with that being said, that was literally like a day later, right? So I just want you all to know that that's something that you can do. If what you have been doing has not been working for you, there's something new that you can try. And if you're still kind of on the fence about manifestations and the law of attraction like we were, things like that, maybe that's a middle ground for you, and it's a great place to start. So yeah, I wanted to say that.
If you're coming out of religion, it's the same. You can break that down. If you're coming from a place of religion or the old faith, it's the same thing and the same principles as setting your mind to something. It was, as a man thinketh, so is he. The principles of sowing and reaping. But meditation works. And so if you meditate on something, just like it was taught when we were, like Cam said, when we were practicing Christianity, when we were devout in that, as a man thinketh, so is he. And so what we set our mind to and what we meditated on said to meditate day and night. And so by you meditating on these things, by you setting your intention and thinking on these things, we come to realize that it was not in contrary, that principle, even though it's under new 444, even though it's under a whole new understanding with different terminology, it's the same principle. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. Absolutely. We just rolled past somebody, y'all had 444 on their tags. I was gonna flip the camera and try to catch it, but we're going too fast. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so it's just that simple, y'all. And we're here to try to simplify these spiritual practices that are new for a lot of us. That's what we're here for. And we've told y'all from day one, for those of you who have been with us from day one, we want to be the bridge for you all, because we need somebody we feel like we can trust. We need somebody to resonate with us who doesn't appear to be coming off with an intention to lead us into some type of cultish situation, to lead us into a situation where it's going to benefit us financially. Like we've never asked for money. We really don't ask for donations. We ain't even got a PayPal donation button set up. Like none of that. Y'all already know. So this ain't motivated by no money or nothing, man. This is just pure from the heart. And we just want you all to know that we was created for this. We was created to do this. And so we know that one day we will be able to receive currency for what we're giving out. But for right now, we just want to make sure you all get this. And we just want to make sure that we're being the light in dark places, and we're being the bridge to help people cross over from the matrix, from religion and indoctrination, to being sure of the spiritual journey that you're on. And it may not look like the journey of your family members. It may not look like the journey of your co-workers or your friends or people you're around, and that's okay, because the more your journey begins to look strange and unique, and the more you feel like you're by yourself and on an island, the more authentic your journey has become.
That's right.
That's confirmation for you that you're on the right path. And even scripture talks about that. You know, if you look around and see a whole bunch of other people and they believe exactly the way you believe, you know what I'm saying? That's a broad road. That's not a narrow road.
That's right.
And it says that, you know, the broad road leads to hell and to destruction, right? But the narrow road, right, leads to eternal life. And so this is when you access the energy of the eternal being that you are, the eternal soul that you have. And yeah, so we just want you all to know it's pure intentions here on this channel. We don't have an agenda. And I'm gonna say this also, for those of you who just kind of sit back observing and not quite sure what to think of us, because it seems like we've changed a whole lot from the beginning.
We have.
Yeah, we have. And I just want to say to you, you are too. You wouldn't even be here on this channel if you weren't supposed to be changing and growing and transforming. And for those of you who still love the Bible, this spiritual awakening that we're going through, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We just understood the Bible from a pre-K standpoint, because that's what our family members, that's all that they knew, right? And so now we understand the Bible on a higher level, a deeper level. And the Bible is metaphysical. The Bible is a book of manifestations. The Bible is the Biblios Helios. It is the sun book, the S-U-N book, the book of the sun. And so when people say, you know, you shouldn't do astrology, don't pay attention to that, that's evil, that's bad, don't worship the sun, moon, and stars. When you hear all of that, but you have to wonder, the same place they're getting that thought from comes from a book called the Book of the Sun. And that can be a bit confusing. It was for us. It was frustrating for us. And so the more we begin to just let go of hang-ups and just allow, you just have to relax. Just relax and allow the transformation that's happening in you happen. And don't let...
It will arrest you.
Yeah.
And it starts to grow.
Yes, it does. And it does not belong to you.
That's right.
Fear is a frequency that does not belong to us. It's not ours. It's not part of our identity. It's not part of our makeup. It never was supposed to be. And know that that's right for you all. And we want this merchandise to be inexpensive, to be relevant, and we want it to be something that not only reminds you how divine you are and how important you are, but just begins to impact people in your circle. So, you know, it could be just a sticker or something, and maybe you just stuck it on one of your books, and now all of a sudden the co-worker's like, what's that about? What is a remnants gathering? You know, what are you talking about? If there's anything you would like to see on some merchandise or on a sticker, anything that we've ever said to you all that you feel is important like that, drop it below, let us know. And so one of the first products that we're going to do and release, it would be something that resonates with you all, but we want to come to the decision with you all, because we are not here to lead and teach each one, teach one. We're here for each other. And so we want to take into account how you all feel, what you're experiencing, and what you feel will help you. And once we get those stickers made, we're gonna let you all see them and let you all know how you can order them. And like I said, we're gonna make sure that everything is super inexpensive, because right now a lot of us are in a transition financially as we're on this spiritual journey. So yeah, so drop it below.
That's right.
Okay, love and peace to you all, and know that it may take time for us to get on here, but when we get on here, this is one thing we know without a shadow of a doubt, whatever it is we discuss when we finally present something to you all, it's going to make up for all the days that you did not hear from us and get new content. We know that without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
And if you're new to the channel, go back on some of the previous videos that we've done. I'm pretty sure that there is something that we've shared over time that will resonate with you. So like it, subscribe it, and stay tuned.
Yes, definitely. All right. Peace, y'all.